just going to run through some of the risks and some of the issues that come up in relation to sort of social networking. The first one is discrimination, and the prospect or the possibility of maybe running into some problems on a discrimination from a discrimination point of view. If some of your employees post comments online about the company or about their colleagues, and if some of those comments amount to harassment on the grounds of, let's say, someone's sex or their race or their religion, then that is potentially harassment on the grounds of a discriminatory characteristic, and the employer can be liable for those actions. Certainly if they're doing it in work time using your computer systems, but even if they're potentially doing it outside of work time, then you can be responsible. The company could be responsible if they're posting some offensive comments about their colleague. LinkedIn is certainly one area where confidential information is potentially going to be an issue. What happens if you encourage your employees to join LinkedIn? Whether you can do that, I've got a LinkedIn account, and you then start obviously to make contacts and connect with your clients, your customers, your suppliers. Is that information any longer confidential? Because that might be your client list, and you might not necessarily want to be showing everyone, all of your clients' contact details. When your employees start making connections with staff, with clients on LinkedIn, what's the position in terms of who owns that information? Recruitment is obviously a popular area for looking at people's online profiles. I must admit, I don't get involved in recruitment at Willie King. But it must be tempting, I would have thought, if you get a CV in from someone, to maybe look them up on Facebook, maybe have a look on their LinkedIn profile and just see what they've got to say about themselves. I mean, I know I'd be tempted to do it. The thing is that the sorts of information that you get on people's Facebook profile, for example, is not the sort of information you're going to get in a CV. People don't generally say in their CV what their religious views are, or even how old they are these days. So you get a limited amount of information. So the information you can get on Facebook is going to be the sorts of information that really you shouldn't be relying on to make recruitment decisions.
How many of you have checked your candidates' Facebook sites? Go on, you can admit it. Well, actually, there was a survey done last year, and of those surveyed, 62% said that they would regularly check their job applicants' Facebook sites. So 62% of the people, not in this room, but 62% of people who are involved in recruitment would regularly look at their job applicants' Facebook sites to see what they are saying. And of those who admitted to doing it, 2/3 of them said that they'd made a decision not to appoint someone based on what they'd read on the applicant's Facebook site.